Greetings everyone, my name is doesnt, and today I am going to be doing my first video on one of the weapons in the game. And what better weapon to start with than the K2C, a weapon that most of us have likely tried already. Now, as this will be my first video covering one of the weapons, and I'm hoping to cover all the guns sometime in the future, I'm trying to find a stable format, so if there's anything you would like to see changed or added to this video, in future videos about other guns, do feel free to say so in the comments. But for now, let's head right into it. With the K2C dealing 30 damage up close, it lands on a solid 4 shots to kill, which is very common in this game. However, it's one of the guns that only drops down to 6 shots to kill, which is above average when it comes to automatic weapons, as most of them, or quite plenty of them, will drop to 7 shots. Taking a quick look at this graph that I made, we can see at which meters this actually makes a difference in shots to kill. This is of course assuming that you are hitting people in the stomach and chest area. To give you guys a visual representation, this is the furthest range of which you can 4-shot people. And this is the range where you start needing 6 shots to kill. As you may be able to tell, the drop happens rather swiftly. Once you start dealing less damage, you will quickly hit the bottom. However, if you happen to be going for headshots with this gun, that will land you the kills 1 shot quicker in most situations, as the headshot multiplier is 1.4. Which is also incredibly common for most automatic weapons in the game. Now, before we take a look at the time to kill, let's take a look at the rounds per minute, meaning how fast the gun actually shoots. Here only 4 other assault rifles actually outclasses the K2C, 2 of them being the M4 and the trainee M4, which is basically, well, actually the same weapon. It is however even in rounds per minute with a lot of the assault rifles, so again it lands in that middle spot of about and above average. Furthermore, it only outclasses 1 SMG and 1 LMG in rounds per minute. Moving on to the time to kill. In a base case scenario where you're hitting all your bullets on your target, it will take 0.306 seconds to kill the person at the point where you're dealing 30 damage. This will drop down to 0.529 seconds at the point where you're dealing 17 damage. Comparing this to the average assault rifle, it shines a little bit on the longer distance, however it's pretty normal in the close quarter. I've already showed you guys the recoil of this weapon quite a few times, as I used it for my demonstration in the video on the muzzle breaker and the compensator. However, just to shed light on it one more time, the recoil of the K2C can be rather unpredictable, as it goes both to the left and to the right at random, so it's hard for you to control. Furthermore, it also has quite a high sway speed, and the Ironsight is alright, which is why I wanna recommend you guys use a scope if you're going to try this weapon out. You've already seen me using the red dot sight in the video, and I only resorted to the Spas 12 for like half the kills. For the second attachment other than a scope, you might want to consider adding the muzzle brake. This is to help you deal with the randomness of the K2C's recoil, going from the left to the right and the other way around. I was not really able to prove the benefit in my video covering this, however you can try it out for yourself and see if it's something for you. Though if that's not really your style, another great attachment choice could be the silencer, as dropping down to 6 shots to kill a little bit faster isn't the worst thing in a game where other people might need to use 7 shots to kill. Of course, if you're the type of person who runs face first into the enemy and you're always on the point, always backing up your teammates in the middle of the fight, you're not gonna have much use of the silencer, and you're definitely better off trying out the muzzle brake, or maybe even the precision barrel, to pick off enemies in a further distance, without having to deal with using 6 shots, maybe 5. Or if you're a headshot machine, you can pop that number down to 4. Who knows, it's up to your aim really. An aim which is thankfully improved by the use of a scope on this weapon. In all seriousness though, this is not a bad gun. It's a great place for you to start, and the developers made a solid decision giving this out to the new players. However, it's not just for the new players, as it's a pretty average gun and you're well off using it at any point of the game. Now I do believe that's everything I need to cover for now. I'm pretty excited about having started covering the guns now, and I'm really hoping I can find a stable format for me to continue covering the weapons. And as I mentioned in the start of the video, do point out if there is anything about this I can improve, so the videos about the weapons can be as useful as possible. Anyways, that's it for this time. I do hope you enjoyed, and until next time, take care.